Hi, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. So, today, as you can probably tell from the title, we're going to be starting Hyakunin Ikki. I assume that it's time gated, as most events are in Genshin. So, we'll see how much of it we can actually do. And then afterwards, there's some world quests just like laying around, because I know there's one in like the Kamisato estate, and then there's some over in Sumeru as well. So we'll be doing those afterwards. See how that goes. But for right now, we have Hyakunin Ikki. Hello there, warrior from a foreign land. We meet again. Indeed, we meet again. You cut as dazzling a figure as ever. Point is, it would seem that some people have been secretly organizing another Hyakunin Ikki. There's another one? That's right. Perhaps your valor in battle has attracted even more people. To be honest, the audience got so fired up that they looked like they wanted to get in the ring themselves. To be honest, I never thought the next Hyakunin Ikki would be so soon either. Anyway, it's too crowded here to be discussing this sort of thing. As always, please come with me to a small island outside the city. Alright. Here we are. This is the place. Like I need to sneeze. Okay, it's leaving. Same rules as always. Once you enter this rather suspicious-seeming door, you'll be in the tournament venue for this round of Hyakunin Ikki. It's looking as suspicious as always. Anyway, I'll be recording your heroics and cheering for you at the top of my lungs this time too. Great, I'm fired up already. Well, I hope I'll get to see your flashy swordplay this time as well. Yeah, for the traveler that I definitely use. So, Hyakunin Ikki. Just telling me it's over here? Okay. So for Hyakunin Ikki, as long as it hasn't changed from last time, you just pick pairs of characters. Stream my rewards. Ooh. Interesting. So we only need to get 2,000 points in all of them to get all of the rewards. Okay. Yeah, so you have pairs of characters. Looks like it's 6 of them. And then you have skills that you can assign to each pair of characters as well. The reason why you have so many pairs is because after a while, you get like a damage down debuff. So you might as well be 0 damage. So it wants you to keep switching between them all. Oh, see who I actually want. They're the characters it's giving me, which I'm sure might... Well, actually, I don't know if my D-Luke's better geared, but I'm going to assume my D-Luke is better geared. Probably my Kokumi as well. As for the others, I don't really want to play as them, so that's fine. I did see people doing the, like, child quadratic scaling thing. I don't know exactly when that happens. Guess it would be in this one. So, know when I should be putting him in to do that. Put him in like second. I don't think constructs carry over We can start with like, oh, wait, I want to do as. No, I want to start with Ayato. Do his burst to swirl it. And after the party takes the field, when characters trigger swirl, they generate energy particles. That's fine. The active character deals elemental damage. Okay. Vacuum wave. Nitro damage. Use Dendro. Use Dendro. Okay, so we'll do this one. I'll do this one. Who do I pair with Child? I don't think he really needs anyone. But I don't think he really needs anyone. Just leave him by himself. Because I'd switch off of him anyways. Let's see. Elemental damage. Fine. One for... Put the normal attack one on Hayato instead. Normal attacks. Okay. My Sino is not really built. I don't know if I should bring him in here. We can do the Geo boys for now. Give them a Geo buff. Attack. EM. HP. That's Dendro and physical damage. uh, I guess this one. I don't know what else I would really do. And then fourth party. I don't have a lot of like built characters, which is the main problem. So could do physical damage. Actually, I don't know if I think Kaya's back onto the cryo set. Unless I swapped him back to physical damage. You want to try Sino. He needs someone to give him a reaction. Oh, I guess we'll use their Cole. I don't really know what else to use. And Hyper Bloom, I think that needs Hydro. Characters who trigger the bloom reaction will generate bountiful cores instead of dendro cores. Okay. Electro EM. Sure. I don't think that team's gonna do very well, but we can try. We'll put Aya D-Luke together, I guess. Some attack, I guess. Attack and Pyro. Okay. And then last... Man, I don't know. people use their Tanari, but I think they want him to go with like a Hydro character, so I guess my Kokomi Tanari. What could go wrong? Could have done Wave, that's fine. And Dendro. Alright. Should, no, I messed up. Okay, it saved it. I should put someone with Kyle just in case. Oh. Yeah. That's probably fine. I hope. Sure. Okay. Okay, so the thing for child is actually right at the beginning. You didn't know. I think. My child's not exactly that built anymore because I swapped everything to Ayato. That's fine. Alright, I forgot. Oh, well look, my albedo is a DPS. Sometimes. No way. Right. I mean, you know, it's not doing that bad. Oh.
この瞬間、お前は永遠を手にする。ソーランの憩い。
I don't actually know how to use. Sorry, I'll be honest. That's fine. That's why I have these two. No. No. It's on cooldown. Oh, yeah, the basic thing for Hyakunin Ikki is you want like a good fever gauge. That's about all I remember. I just blindly... Fine, I got one of them. Oh. I got 1-star platinum. Yeah, I didn't do very well. That's fine. Platinum is still pretty good, though. What more you need for 3-star platinum? Only like 4K? My skills disappeared. Oh no. Great. Great. Trigger burning. Alright. Charged attack. Normal attacks. Okay. I'll do this one then. I mean, HP would help Zhongli. I give them... The energy's not the problem, actually. Yeah, energy... Yeah, okay. For this... Maybe it would be better to put something like... I don't know if he's built, though. That's my main problem, is like... Oh yeah, I have Xingqiu. Is he built? I don't know. Bennett's not built. I guess I could use Ito somewhere. Where? Yeah, I basically need someone who can apply an element when they're off the field. It's like Fischl can, but just Electro, so that doesn't help me. Oh no. We'll go with this then, again. Go wrong.
安らかに風の赴くままに雲が借りなく時風を知れいざ
Use your skill, Ayato. That's what it's there for.
風の赴くままに風の無駄雲の行くごと止水の矢ふんやふんたふっはっややふんはっふんた兵器し隙を見せるのはほんの一瞬だ
Go, child, go. It's fine. Yeah. I wish I had 2 good hydro sets, but unfortunately does not work like that. Oh no, 4 seconds. Yeah.
冥王
Well,
判決からは逃れられないたは断罪の時
yeah.
はははは審判を下そう罪を償うがいい
Alright, that's fine.
こいつはどうだすまんすまん
My premium D-Luke skin.
風邪ひくなよこれ
ご安心を試練満員だよ
Pew.
見えないだろ
I don't know. I still don't know how to use them.
音が聞こえる
Pew.
葬ってやる
三尺の修水風の行く先を総流水泳よっとよっ
Why use child when you can have Ayato?
それはっ
Am I right?
散らまく惜しみ風の重へっはっやっやっはっ
Uh-huh.
はっはっふん痛いから我慢しろよたはっふったや
Yeah.
やはった
I mean,
やはっ
now considering his gear
難攻不落疑似よ
doing that bad.
天道万象今こそ誕生の時
Oh.
と創世の術せい岩山八九天道ここにあり
Oh.
勝利をしてやるお前の罪をとは断罪の時は罪を償う
Well, that one's also 1 star. Well, I don't think I'm gonna be getting 3 stars anytime soon. Oh, I got a battle pass thing. Oh. That was easy. Just telling me, oh, that I can claim my things. Fine. Hey, Ayumi, how are you? Hyakunin Ikki is pretty fast and easy, though. Okay. But yeah. 3 days, actually. 3 days till it's all, unlocked. But probably won't stream the rest of it, I'll be honest. Because it takes like 2 seconds to go through. It's just... Oh no. Took away my Tanari. Now who do I... Yoimiya? I actually used Yoimiya. Not great. Oh no. I hope you get better. Guess I could use Yanfei. Is theirs better built than mine? Probably, but I'm gonna use mine. Well, we don't need Dendro. We... Heal and burst damage. use that on... No. The EM one. Blah, blah, blah. 30% cooldown decrease. First is used. Okay. They always have 100% energy. When they gain a particle, their damage dealt is increased. They deal okay, elemental damage. That's fine. We're good. This should be fine for now. Yeah.
よっせ風よはっ剣栄よとせしよっと
Alright.
逃げられるかな罪を認めろ行くぞ
Go, child, go. I believe. Crit. Oh, there he goes.
隙を見せるのはほんの一瞬だいや霧を晴らせいや
Alright. That's fine.
難攻不落酒異形を見届けよ
Oh.
天道万象
Oh.
いざはっふ
I'm back here.
と今こそ誕生の時天理チョーク
Oh. Oh.
岩山八九いやはっ
よこれあざ
この身で万象を粛清するや審判を下そうや罪を償うがいいは審判を下そう
Oh.
や罪を償うがいい
これならどうだ
この瞬間お前は永遠を手に
How well do Luke and Kaya do together? I don't know what this thing does. At this point, I don't think I'll ever find out.
一体を表現せよ
ご助力をよっほれ下がれ食らえさあそこだほれ立縁インそこだほれそこだふっほれ海のちぎりよ
Let me heal up Yanfei a bit.
三尺の修水
Yeah.
もみちばを散らまく惜しみ総流水泳とせと
Let's go. Yeah.
風を知れ
Does everything hurt?
借りなく時マイル油断した兵器新作た狂乱怒涛ほっはっはっはっ痛いから我慢しろよ
Yeah.
ふんた
Yeah.
罪を認めろ行くよ
Look at Hazel go. Oh.
創世の術異形を見届けよ天道万象
Yeah. Okay, well. Platinum 1 star. Oh, hello, Crook. How are you? Dory. Dory? How are you all? Finished the 3 stages of Hyakunin Ikki. Because there's 3 more stages and they're not unlocked yet. Yeah, Heiso's pretty good. Like, let me look at him. So mine has the important levels. I should really level him up more if I'm going to use him as a DPS. But, like, his stats are pretty easy to get to, I would say. The weapon, maybe not so easy. But that's fine. I just put him in Viridescent anyways. Someday. We could probably easily level up his talents. But we have some world quests to do. I don't know where all of them are, but I remember coming to the Kamisato estate and there being the one here. Uruta. Oh, hello. It's been a while since I last saw you. Do I come here often? No. Really don't. True, I haven't been back for a while now. I knew it. Now, I may be getting on in years and losing my memory, but at least I didn't forget that. Ah, me. Not only is my memory like a sieve, but I'm finding myself more and more puzzled by what the younger folk are interested in. Before, a youngin' from Fontaine came here saying he was making a film, and chatted on and on with the master of the house. Goodness, he kept saying, dear. Throwing around a word like that all willy-nilly. Does he have no shame? How much of a difference is there for Heiso being an Anemo DPS or an EM DPS? So, EM will be his swirl damage. Because swirl is like static damage, so it doesn't matter if you have DPS stats for it, really. I would say build him more like a DPS instead. Whereas for someone like Kazuha, you just build him EM, it doesn't matter. Let's see. Was his name Xavier? Yes, that's him. He mentioned you as well. Sounded like he had received funds from the Tenryo Commission and finally managed to make a film, but the commission wasn't satisfied with the result. But he wanted to stick with it, so he came to us, the commission in charge of the humanities and arts, for help. I didn't expect the master to agree to this, let alone to send Koharu to help. Is this film really so interesting? This is all completely beyond me. Yeah, I mean, your Archon doesn't even know what a photo is, so... Still, since the master agreed, I should not pass judgment as a mere butler. But after thinking it over, I'm still worried about Koharu. About Koharu? That's right, I can tell that Koharu isn't too fond of this jabbering outlander. He's always strictly obeyed the commands of the master and lady, who would never deliberately disobey an order, but that child lacks training and composure. That outlander is a bit too... unreserved. If he ruffles Koharu's feathers and she can't restrain herself again, there'll be trouble. Koharu's training hasn't been brief by any means. While her skills are far from perfect, she could easily knock someone lacking in fighting skills out. Isn't Koharu a servant of the Kamisato clan? Who is Koharu anyways? Well, who do you think Koharu and I are? Are you Shumatsuban? Whatever answer you have in mind, all you need to know is we're absolutely loyal to the Ashiro Commission and the Kamisato clan. Since you know the boy and have earned the trust of the entire house, a humble housekeeper such as myself is naturally at ease when it comes to you. If you could find the time to go see how the film is coming along, I'd be eternally grateful. Sure thing. To recall that he took a group of people to an island south of here. Anyway, thanks for letting me talk your ear off for this long. Please come back when you have the time. The entire house would be honored. Yeah. I guess. Island's so far away. Oh no. Ah yes, that island just south of here. You know, closer to Inazuma City. But I guess Toma did make the walk back from Inazuma to the Kamisato estate, didn't? But Toma's Toma. I would not make that walk. And you have to go through Chinju Forest each time, too. Seems like such a pain. Alright. What are they filming this time? This is the 11th time. I just don't get it. Just say it. What was the problem this time? Problem this time, Miss Koharu, is that your performance just now was completely passionless. When I wrote those lines, my heart was bursting with an empty yet fervent passion. Yes, empty yet fervent. I need you to be more patient. Use your voice to express this rich emotion. Huh? An empty yet fervent passion? What does that even mean? Wait a minute. Didn't the casting call say that the script was written by a famous writer? That's absolutely right. The story was adapted from a novel written by the renowned author Hyakunin Ikki. And who adapted it, you might ask? None other than myself. Miss Koharu, Mr. Sasano, I'm very sorry for making you both go over this so many times. But it's all worth it for the sake of artistic perfection. As such, I hope that... Hold on. I only know one Hyakunin Ikki, and everything he submitted to the Yae publishing house always got rejected. But he wouldn't accept that, so he started publishing his own novels, but not a single one sold in the end. Don't tell me that we've been put through the ringer 11 times for something that guy wrote. Huh? Had enough of this nonsense. That doesn't look good. Seems like Koharu's seconds away from flying off the handle. Let's go say hello. Hello. So Xavier, are you guys filming? Long time no see. Oh, Femorous, Paimon, my dear friends. How marvelous it is to see familiar faces at a time like this. As you can see, following the Seventh Samurai, I finally came up with a way to secure the necessary resources to shoot another film. The lead role hasn't been decided yet, but thanks to Lord Kamisato's generosity, the funds, props, and nearly all the other early-stage problems have already been taken care of. If you don't mind, could I ask if you maybe possibly at all remember our agreement from before? No? What agreement? Of course. It's already been a long time since then, after all. We must have had many other important matters to take care of, so it's completely understandable that our first meeting didn't leave an impression. I mean, I remember doing the film stuff for Seventh Samurai. I don't remember if I made a promise or something. Don't worry, I'm not surprised or disappointed. Really. Emerson's a friend of the Yashiro Commissioner. Do you all know each other? Or so do you all know each other? That's right, Fermus was the first friend I made in Inazuma. The Fatui who dumped a bunch of work on me, and those non-communicative samurai don't count. Okay. If you made friends with Femorous, I guess you can't be all bad. Well, seems like Xavier's got some chops after all. Are we good friends? We're very good friends. You really think so? Even though I've never said so, I, for my part, have considered you a true friend right from the start. You aren't just my dear friend, you're my esteemed, reliable, true friend. Since we're friends, you don't have to call me any of that. Of course, of course. And here you are right at this most dire moment, like an oasis in the deserts of Sumeru, precious and timely. Well, so long as per our previous agreement, you remain willing to play the role of the female lead in my new film. So what do you say? Will you be my female lead? I would be honored, I think. Paimon can attest to Fenris's ability to improvise. We've traveled together long enough, after all. Getting her to be the main character is definitely a win for you, Xavier. Look at that smug face. Absolutely. I have no doubt of that. Well then, Miss Fenris, here are the scripts for the next 2 scenes. Your scenes are Act 1, Scene 2, and 3. I've highlighted your lines, so please take note of them. I don't know why you'd leave this to me. I can barely talk. Well, I took this much effort to find the right person for the lead role. I might as well give this one more try. Fine, then I will too. Oh boy. Prelude. Outside in the quiet countryside, in the verdant wilds of Narukami, Haru and Sasano stand back to back, each speaking with their eyes closed. The wind is coming. Where from? Don't worry about where it's coming from. All you need to know is that it's coming from them. What kind of writing is this? Or are they? At Outlander, already walking the path to death. Sano opens his eyes, then walks into the distance, holding Haru's hand. Act 1, Scene 2. Outside in the quiet countryside. The Outlander and the two are besieged by the enemy. After escaping with great difficulty, they arrive in the countryside, wounded. The Outlander isn't bleeding. Well, that's good. This won't do. If this continues, we won't have a chance against them. We'll have to sacrifice ourselves. Two rush out of the frame. How did this happen? The Outlander wears a pained expression, but soon makes up their mind again. But I won't lose like this. Close up. Don't underestimate my resolve. Super close up. The Outlander turns and walks back towards the enemy ranks as the screen fades to black. Next scene. Act 1, Scene 3. Outdoors, the enemy stronghold. After making up their mind, the Outlander cuts their way to the enemy stronghold. Don't worry about us. Hurry, go on without us. The Outlander spins around, continuously swinging their weapon. Through this endless rotation, this warrior becomes a golden whirlwind. Golden whirlwind covers every inch of the frame. Each enemy caught in the golden whirlwind's endless attacks suffers a pain immeasurably worse than that of tooth decay. You're gonna be like a narrator narrating this out? Golden whirlwind rapidly flings all enemies on screen into the distance, where they land hard on the ground. The Outlander finally reaches the imprisoned Sasano and Haru, freeing them. That was certainly a story. Everything looks so official. Paimon's looking forward to watching your performance, Fenris. Oh boy. Wait, I already forgot my lines. Oh no. In here? So many things in here now, but... Well, I'll just improvise. Alright. Well, if you're ready, we can go ahead and begin a test shot. I'm ready. Good. Then let's begin. This won't do. If this continues, we won't have a chance against them. Smoother, Mr. Sasano, smoother. Lines are just so awkward, though. We'll have to sacrifice ourselves. With feeling, Miss Koharu. Once more with feeling. How did this happen? Script really is kind of awkward, but I won't lose like this. Don't underestimate my resolve. Very nice. Excellent performance, Femorous. Mr. Sasano, Miss Koharu, you two need to go over our script. The next scene is between you two. We need to do better than this. Femorous, we have a lot of battle scenes up next, so we'll need to complete them with the extras. Try to use the flashiest moves you can. I have a lot of faith in your abilities. I know your performance will be stellar. Do I have to... Oh. Ah. Ah. Like, Candace. Okay. It does like no damage, so never mind. This is probably not the team I should have done this with. Okay, open. Open. I did it. Mr. Sasano, Miss Koharu, I'm disappointed in both of you. The difference between these crude shots and a true film is like Mondstadt's dandelion wine and apple cider. One is alcohol, one isn't. They simply aren't the same thing. Heavens above, I just don't even know how to describe it. Can't remember your lines, your readings are all over the place, and you're not giving me any emotion. How am I supposed to work with that? This is a crime against art. This can't go on, my friends. I'm really sorry that you're so disappointed, but I don't plan to continue taking part in this. You can reprimand or punish me, but I'm not going to keep doing this either. Mr. Sasano? I mean, I know that there have been some issues with these performances, but it's nothing a few more rehearsals can't fix. There's no need. We could practice 100 times and I still wouldn't understand what your script is about. I share the sentiment. Why would these two characters suddenly sacrifice themselves and run off to where the enemy is? No matter how you look at it, it just doesn't make any sense. You're just dragging the main character down. The lines at the end are so awkward I feel embarrassed just reading them. In short, I quit. Goodbye. Yep, that's that then. Eh? How could you? The Sasano and Koharu gone. We shan't have enough actors to continue filming. This is bad. There, it's okay. I'm so sorry. Your efforts, I fear they shall go to waste now. It's fine. Let's think of a way to remedy the situation. I confess I'm at a loss for words. I'm going to Uyu Restaurant for a moment. I need to be alone. I'm sorry. We'll talk about this matter the next time we meet. Now Xavier's gone too. Seems like he's in pretty bad shape. Must be taking the argument they had earlier really hard. Do you think we should go cheer him up a bit? Paimon remembers him mentioning Uyu Restaurant. If you think we should go, then let's go look for him. Do I remember where Uyu is? Okay. We'll go over here, I guess. In between the two teleports, because of course it is. Where else would they put a quest objective? Do I go inside? Let me in! Let me in! You found me. Yeesh. It reeks of booze around here. You're drunk, aren't you, Xavier? Go easy on the drinks. Just don't say that, it's ruining the vibe. Sound like my mom. Come on, let's drink together. Maybe some other time. What kind of friend are you? You're no fun. Wasn't it just, right, when we were filming, I was being questioned. Madly so, yes. Actually, I don't blame Miss Koharu or Mr. Sasano. We're very cooperative at first. That is to say, or I think that is to say, it's probably because I'm not that talented. You just need a little more experience. You really are a good person, you know that? You're so good. Here, let me give you a hug. Hey, a minute ago you were drunk as a skunk. You're not taking advantage of the situation to get chummy with us, are you? I think you've had a little too much to drink. You know that film I worked so hard on before? Well, the higher-ups at the Tenryo Commission didn't like it too much. They didn't come right out and say it, but they were totally silent, as they didn't approve. I refuse to accept this. I refuse. This time, I was able to get funding from Lord Kamisato to make this film, so I have to take this seriously. Don't you think? My dearest, most adored good friend. You're closer to me than a sibling. I'll tell you something about me. I'm an engineer. Okay. But I think I can be more than an engineer. I've read lots of books, and I can write stuff. I could also be a film writer, an actor, a director. I'm not talking out of my hat here. I really could do it. Don't you believe me? I believe you. Great. I would kiss you if I could, but I drink a smidge too much, and my breath stinks. Don't get the wrong idea, Ephemeris. I just think you're truly my most dearest and bestest friend. Okay. My best friend, I must treat you to a meal today, and I won't take no for an answer. My dear fellow, we order food from you, correct? Come, my friend, order whatever you'd like. Dry braised salted fish, I guess. That's all? No, unacceptable. You're my best friend of Xavier, man of Fontaine. Being stingy with my friends would damage my character, and I am, if nothing else, a person of character. My dear sir, we'll have the tri-flavored skewer, tonkotsu ramen, and whatever else you serve here. Understood. Erica, one of everything for this table? Oh, great. Lots of food, just what Paimon wants. Dear Ephemeris, dear Paimon, now this is what I call a real meal. Come, let's eat, for our dreams. We have a meal with Xavier. Ugh. Thanks for your hospitality. Aw, you're a good guy, Xavier. You're Paimon's best friend. Well, one of them anyway. How was everything? Simply divine. I could taste the lake in your rice and fish. That sweet and delicate aroma is just what I have in my hometown of Petrichor. Petrichor? Core? Is that so? I'm glad you liked it. Oh, right. He's from Fontaine. That means everything's gonna be French. I don't know how to speak French. Now, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but this film you mentioned sounds very interesting indeed. Could you tell me more about it, if you wouldn't mind? Explain the film and show him the script. Oh, so this Outlander has the resolve to stand up and fight when things get tough. Impressive. But to be honest, there's so little thought or hesitation involved here that this person barely seems human at all. When they meet an enemy they can't beat, they summon up the courage to charge anyway, and they actually triumph. That sort of daring is actually rather frightening. You're still young, Mr. Xavier. I take it you've never experienced such life-threatening situations before? Certainly not life-threatening, no, but is this the reason why my script has been criticized? Well, let me put it this way. Is having an identical experience strictly necessary in writing a good story? From what I understand, quite a number of great authors are homebodies. Besides, I find this no-nonsense swords-drawn approach very Inazuma-esque. Since I've come to Inazuma, I should make some films with the Inazuma flair. Mr. Kayabuki's original work was also in this style, and in order to preserve these unique elements, I've decided to honor the source. Ah, you mean Kayabuki Ikki? An interesting lad, to be sure. Xavier, I'm moved by your dedication to film. Can't help but be reminded of a story I once heard. Sitting in a restaurant, eating, listening to stories like this is also so Inazuma. I love it. Please go on. You guys go on. Paimon's just gonna finish up over here first. Long ago, there lived someone named Seishimaru. Seishimaru was born to samurai parents who worked for powerful people. Well, they weren't very powerful themselves, but they weren't too bad either. These parents seemingly made a strange error in their work, incurring punishment and eventually submitting to their execution. Unable to accept their deaths, Seishimaru toiled to find the samurai family that carried out the sentence. Truth be told, the responsible party did everything by the book. The family serving as executioner normally shouldn't have been blamed for the sentence they were ordered to carry out. This family was also acquainted with Seishimaru's... Goodness me, the story is pretty hard to tell without naming names. For now, suppose that the family responsible was the Wakayama clan. All the good people in Inazuma named Wakayama, please don't hate me for this. As I was saying, blinded by hatred, Seishimaru decided to take revenge on the Wakayamas. But by then, the person who had personally beheaded Seishimaru's parents had already passed away, leaving the eldest son in charge of the Wakayama estate. This person happened to also be Seishimaru's childhood friend, but now they had become enemies. This is a story of friends becoming foes. The story about a family's fall following punishment from above. I've heard tales like these before. Looks like our young friend here is well read. Officials are privileged, but they also have responsibilities, and mistakes must be punished. We have our own rules here in Inazuma. Not unheard of for an official to slip up and fall into ruin. You don't seem surprised at all. You must have a wide circle of friends. Since this isn't surprising to you, I'm afraid that the fallout between Seishimaru and the son of the Wakayamas will be equally predictable. Paimon knows. Something awful's gonna happen next. Doesn't matter if it's Mondstadt, Liyue, or Inazuma. It's always the same wherever you go. Indeed, there's nothing new under the sun. People always lose themselves due to the same old things. Though there are plenty of stories like this one in Fontaine, too. Anyway, before any action was taken, Seishimaru, supposedly remembering the old days, got a tamari and a sword, and let the eldest son of the Wakayama family choose between them. What does that mean? Now, how should I know what Seishimaru was thinking? Still, I think that the tamari and sword represented life and death respectively. Having made the wrong choice, the Wakayama's eldest son had no choice but to accept being pursued and slain by Seishimaru, but an ill-fated lad. But before Seishimaru could even come knocking at his door, an illness took him. I don't know if that was lucky or unlucky. Dying of an illness and being killed both mean dying either way, but who knows which would have been better. It's hard not to blame Seishimaru for his death. If it weren't for the former's being bent on revenge, the latter wouldn't have needed to lay low until he fell ill. After that, the younger Wakayama child immediately sought vengeance. Good grief, the cycle never ends, does it? Seishimaru was forced into hiding in the mountains before eventually disappearing. Some say Seishimaru fled in fear of the Wakayamas. Others say he let himself sink to the depths of the ocean to quench his burning hatred. I see. Whichever ending you wish to believe, no one ever saw Seishimaru again. To this day, such fretful matters as hate and shame should all have flowed into the ley lines with Seishimaru's death. Since this whole dispute has lost its source, just take "and all was well again" to be this story's ending. That's it? Not even you know where this Seishimaru went. Yeah, the whole was not well at all. What kind of ending is that? I'm sorry, but that's how the part I heard ends. After all, it's a tale that's been spread to many places, so such vagueness is unavoidable. Back to the issue. You see, Mr. Xavier, you need a story with an ending that leaves people wanting more. Mr. Okazaki, I must say that you are indeed a gentleman of great insight. I wouldn't be surprised if the legend of Seishimaru took place in Fontaine. Especially one of the legend's endings, the one where Seishimaru disappears to put an end to his hatred. That sounds just like what a friend of mine from Sumeru would do. I want to thank you for your kindness and the nudge you've given me. Not just through the story, your unique way of giving advice has given me just the inspiration I needed. I think I know what I was missing from my film before. Thank you, Mr. Okazaki. This is for the meal. If I can manage to write an even better script, I'll come back to offer you my most solemn gratitude. Okay, bye, Xavier. Tell you what, I really envy your youth and drive, traveler. To be able to befriend such a person is a gift from the gods. Must be a special person as well to have been so blessed. Good things surely await you and Mr. Xavier. You say so. No. The story is quite complete, but it's lacking some emotional turmoil. What's on your mind? Heavens forgive me, I'm a real Soos? This morning I am. Left my friend in the restaurant after completely forgetting about them. But I think I can now write an all-new presentable script now, and give this one more shot. It'll definitely work this time. No, I'll make it work. Please allow me a little more time. Just one day will suffice. But it's going to be tricky with those two actors. Miss Koharu and Mr. Sasano don't seem keen on trying again. But I can't blame them either. I'll just have to think of something when the time comes. Can I help in any way? No. I couldn't ask for anything more comforting than having you here to listen to me vent. My dear Famaris, you are indeed a great listener. Miss Paimon, if my behavior was at all untoward just now, can you forgive me? I didn't mean you any offense. Oh, Miss Paimon. That has a nice ring to it. Alright then, the magnanimous Paimon has decided to forgive you. Wonderful. I feel much better now. Let's meet tomorrow at Komori Tea House. I'll bring an even better script. You'll see. Xavier trots off. It's great that he's so motivated, but it's like Mr. Okazaki said. It's really okay for him to do it all by himself. Says he's gonna write a brand new script in one day. That's a scary big job, isn't it? I'd like to help him. Maybe you should let Xavier work out the script by himself. Paimon thinks we can help him with his actor problem instead. I'll go talk to the actors. Yeah, that should take a load off his back. Okay. Look for the two performers. Oh, where are they? Well, okay. Let's just walk all the way back to the Kamisato estate. Oh boy. I wish Ayato was here. You've come, Fenris. I know it's rude to say this, but... I'm sorry. May I ask if Mr. Xavier still needs an actress? I left in a rage, and I failed Master in her painstaking efforts of expressing concern as well as messing up the quest given by the head of the family. I've disgraced the Yashiro Commission. Master has reprimanded me, so please, I beseech you, please mention this to Xavier so I may do my duty. What did Furuta say to you? No, Master only asked me to think about why I want to stay with the Yashiro Commission. Made a vow to the head of the family and to the Kamisato clan that I would never do anything detrimental to the name of the Kamisato clan in a fit of pique. I was too reckless and indolent, and as a servant of the Kamisato clan, I was very much out of line. Mr. Xavier was actually very kind to me. Once again, I'm so sorry. You don't have to be so anxious. I mean, I still have a chance, and I can go and apologize to Mr. Xavier to make up for my mistake. Wonderful, wonderful. I must do well this time. Your generosity is appreciated. Just go to Komore Tea House. I'll set out right away after I've tidied up my appearance. You look nice, though. But okay. You say so. And back to Rito. All the way to Rito for Mr. Sasano. Alright. You. You know, I kind of miss the, 5 Kasen images. It was so nice when they were up. It just looks kind of empty now. You're the one who was involved in the screening. You're Ephemeris. Yes, I'm so sorry. I didn't remember your name. My fault for having a faulty memory. Sorry I gave you guys a hard time when we were filming. I know Xavier is from Fontaine. My most important person is also an Outlander, so I understand how difficult it is to be alone in a foreign land. I was picky in the past and caused him trouble. Looking back on it pricks at my conscience. We still need actors. That's what Mr. Xavier wants. Then please allow me to participate. I was called in to participate in the shooting before. I was only paid the price of a meal. But money that's paid is paid, so I'll finish what I started. Just go to Komori Tea House. Got it. I'll go tell my family later that I'm going to the Komori Tea House. Okay. Wait until evening. 1800. Alright. Exactly 1800. And we'll go to the tea house, I guess. Aches my head. All of this waiting. Why can't it just, like, automatically change the time for me when I go to do the quest? Yeah, hydrangea. I love hydrangeas. I actually have some at the house. Wait. Aramaru. Woof. Who's a handsome doggy? You are. Woof woof woof. You gotta say hi to Taramaru every time. Oh. Mr. Sasano, you have much longer lines in this scene, so you must memorize them well and not make any mistakes. Is it too difficult for you? I thought I would end up struggling with the previous script, but I was surprised to find out that Xavier had written a new one in just one day. How can I do anything but my best after that? Don't worry, I've memorized my lines carefully. I'm very confident in the script. I'll do my best to act it well. Oh, when she said tidy up, she meant put on, like, longer kimono instead of her, like, work one, I guess. Okay, Miss Koharu, about the script. Do you have anything that you need me to explain? The scene requires a very emotional performance from you. Hope you can portray a playful girl who sells tea. I've rehearsed the lines many times on my own after I received the script. I'm sure I can perform better than before. Looks like we're late. Everyone's already rehearsing. I am here. Yeah, good. Now the main actors are all here. I've brought the new script as we agreed yesterday, Femris. Do you want to read it? Oh no. What have you done? It's so long now. Oh, he just took the story that... Act 1, Cast, Kurotani Seishimaru. E. Wakayama Keisuke, Sasano. Yano Machiko, Koharu. Inside a restaurant that Seishimaru and Keisuke frequent. It's been a while, Seishimaru. I've heard that you're in charge of the Kuratani clan's affairs now. Looks like the dust has settled since the incident. Lord and Lady Kuratani are gone, but you're taking up the mantle as their eldest daughter to continue to serve the public. I'm sure they would be pleased. Can the dust settle before vengeance is had? You want to take revenge? We're not children anymore. How can you still be just as impulsive as you were back then? With Lord Kuratani's abilities, the investigation never should have gone as wrong as it did. But he said himself that he was willing to accept the blame and punishment. Punishment from the great lords was indeed harsh. Lord Kuratani asked for it himself. I fear that there's still much left unsaid here. Kuratani and Wakayama are both reputable clans. You now carry the clan name. You're a samurai in service of the public, not some wandering Nobushi Ronin. No matter how angry you are, you must be patient right now. You mustn't seek revenge. What's suspicious is some of the Great Lord's men. They've been mighty pleased with themselves since my father's death. That's your anger clouding your judgment. They didn't necessarily have anything to do with it. Calm down. Seishimaru looks out the door. Whoever is eavesdropping outside, come on in. Who are you? Who sent you to listen in on our conversation? Machiko shows herself. My apologies, good samurai. I'm just a tea seller, and my name is Machiko. It wasn't my intention to eavesdrop. Seishimaru saved my life yesterday, and she didn't ask for rice or money. I just want to repay her and then go back to selling my tea. I didn't mean any offense, honest. Keisuke looks at Seishimaru. Seishimaru nods. You... forget it. It's to be expected that a mere tea vendor wouldn't know proper etiquette. Wow. Still, remember to address her as Master Kuratani from now on. You know what? This is quite opportune. The Kuratani clan needs people, after all. Why don't you stop selling tea and go with Master Kuratani? I don't wish to call her Master Kuratani. Seishimaru has a better ring to it. And well, if I can get my fill of food, then sure, I'll follow Seishimaru. I don't know if the script is... I mean, I guess it's better than what we had before, but it's still not that great. Whatever. Whatever you like. Seishimaru, Lord Kuratani is gone. You're in charge of things now. Don't do anything foolish. You let your temper get the better of you. Anyway, what's important is that your family name continues. It wasn't your adoptive parents who died. Seriously, has anything I've said made it through that thick skull of yours? Let me ask you this. Will you really raise your blade against the Great Lord's men without a care for your clan? You really wish to bring shame to your lord and disaster upon your family? Seishimaru remains silent. Ah, great. This is just great. No one shall have peace until your rage dissipates, yes? Well, since all my efforts to persuade you otherwise have been ineffective, let me give you the truth straight out. Now, I've been the head of the Wakayama clan since my father passed away. He served as Lord Kuratani's executioner. I know very well that he wronged your family and did great hurt to its name. The execution was a matter of business, yes. But you're still my friend, and I still want to look after your family if at all possible. So if you still want revenge, I fear I must say that my father is already dead. Come on then, punish me for his sins instead. I dare you. What, are you hesitating because we're friends? Is this the extent of your resolve? Really? You can't even cut ties with me. I was adopted anyway. The family name means nothing to me. Oh, this is me. I was adopted anyway. The family name means nothing to me. Besides, is the good standing of the Kuratani name really more important than my parents' lives? Well, I'll show you my resolve. Draw your weapon. Put it in that tamari over there on the table. Seishimaru closes her eyes. I'll close my eyes until you've placed them, then I'll extend a finger. If I point at your sword, then we must face each other in battle. If I point at the Tamari, then we will sever all the bonds that lie between us. So there's no winning. Okay. Let us leave this to fate. So be it. We're all set. The sword is on Seishimaru's left, and the Tamari is on her right. Eyes closed, Seishimaru points to the left, then opens her eyes. Looks like our destiny has been decided. My life shall be devoted to vengeance. There shall be no rest till one of us is dead. Since you've made up your mind, then I must man up as well. I'll carry everything I said before through to the end. I'll be waiting for you. Wakayama Keisuke leaves. I see. The story is based on the legend of Seishimaru. Other than the Seishimaru and Wakayama characters, I've added a new original character called Yano Machiko. Emma thinks it flows much better than before. Many details can be embellished, given more time. It's already a challenge to shoot all of this with my current ability. Alright, enough chit-chat. We have to bring out our professionalism. Mr. Sasano and Miss Koharu from the supporting cast are ready. As for the set, I've decided to shoot the first scene in the Komori tea house. So, Mr. Toma has asked the owner of the tea house for a favor. Unfortunately, we can borrow a private room here. There. Who's the owner of the tea house? Taramaru? Now we're just waiting for the main character, and that's you. We can start the shooting anytime when you're ready. You can read the script first. There's no need to be nervous. I've marked all the important lines, so take your time. If you make a mistake in a line, we can reshoot it to get the most desirable effect. Oh, I have the script again. Down here? So, dust vengeance, eavesdropping, adoptive parents, and left. Okay, got this, I think, maybe. Tell me when you're ready. Oh, let me, take a sip of water first. Alright, I'm ready. It's been a while, Seishimaru. I've heard that you're in charge of the Kuretani clan's affairs now. Looks like the dust has settled since that incident. Lord and Lady Kuretani are gone. You're taking up the mantle as their eldest daughter to continue to serve the public. I'm sure they would be pleased. Can the dust settle before the vengeance is had? Or before vengeance is had. See, I'd already messed up. You want to take vengeance. We're not children anymore. How can you still be just as impulsive as you were back then? With Lord Kuretani's abilities, the investigation never should have gone as wrong as it did. But he said himself that he was willing to accept the blame and punishment. The punishment from the great lords was harsh indeed, or indeed harsh. The Lord Kuretani asked for it himself. Fear that there is still much left unsaid here. Kuretani and Wakayama are both reputable clans. You now carry the clan name. You're a samurai in service of the public, not some wandering Nobushi Ronin. No matter how angry you are, you must be patient right now. You mustn't seek revenge. What's suspicious? Oh, this is me. What's suspicious is some of the great lord's men. They've been mighty pleased with themselves since my father's death. Is your anger clouding your judgment? You didn't necessarily have anything to do with it. Calm down. Whoever's eavesdropping outside, come on in. Who are you? Who sent you to listen in on our conversation? My apologies, good samurai. I'm just a tea seller, and my name is Machiko. It wasn't my intention to eavesdrop. Seishimaru saved my life yesterday, and she didn't ask for rice or money. Just wanted to repay her, and then go back to selling my tea. Didn't mean any offense, honest. You Forget it. It's to be expected that a mere tea vendor wouldn't know proper etiquette. Still, address her as Master Kuratani from now on. You know what? Quite opportune. The Kuratani clan needs people, after all. Why don't you stop selling tea and go with Master Kuratani? I don't wish to call her Master Kuratani. Seishimaru has a better ring to it. Well, if I can get my fill of food, then sure, I'll follow her. Do whatever you like. Seishimaru, when Lord Kuratani is gone, you're in charge of things now. Don't do anything foolish. You let your temper get the better of you. Anyway, what's important is that your family name continues. It wasn't your adoptive parents who died. Seriously, has anything I've said made it through that thick skull of yours? Let me ask you this. Will you really raise your blade against the Great Lord's men without a care for your clan? Do you really wish to bring shame to your lord and disaster upon your family? Oh, great. This is just great. No one shall have peace until your rage dissipates, yes? Well, since my efforts to persuade you otherwise have been ineffective, let me give you the truth straight out. Now, I've been the head of the Wakayama clan since my father passed away. He served as Lord Kuratani's executioner. I know very well that he wronged your family and did great hurt to its name. The execution was a matter of business, yes. You're still my friend, and I still want to look after your family if at all possible. If you still want revenge, I fear I must say that my father is already dead. Well, come on then, punish me for his sins instead. I dare you. Or are you hesitating because we are friends? Is that the extent of your resolve? Really? You can't even cut ties with me. I was adopted anyway. Family name means nothing to me. Besides, is the good standing of the Kuratani name really more important than my parents' lives? Well, I'll show you my resolve. Draw your weapon. Put it in that temari over there on the table. I'll close my eyes until you've placed them, then I'll extend a finger. If I point at your sword, then we must face each other in battle. If I point at the temari, then we will sever all the bonds that lie between us. Let's leave this all to fate. So be it. We're all set. To the left. It looks like our destiny has been decided. My life shall be devoted to vengeance. Shall be no rest till one of us is dead. Since you've made up your mind, then I must man up as well. I'll carry everything I've said before through to the end. I'll be waiting for you. Wow. Everyone did a good job. The effect was perfect this time. Mr. Sasano's performance was full of power and conveyed the charisma of his character, Wakayama Keisuke. Mr. Xavier, there's something I'm curious about. Can I ask you about it? Of course. I must say, Machiko was very lively and playful earlier, just as I had envisioned. Wakayama Keisuke chose to let Seishimaru take revenge on him, and that's actually to make Seishimaru cool his temper, right? It was out of the goodness of his heart, so would it be better if this character sounded gentler? The current lines feel a little cruel. I too considered making Keisuke a gentleman, but eventually I gave him this cold and stiff style. You're right. This story should have another possibility. Should I make more adjustments? Xavier is doing well now. Mr. Xavier, there's no need to doubt yourself. The reason I asked is that I don't understand why the script was written that way. And since you are very talented in writing, please continue what you were planning on doing. Thank you for saying that, Miss Koharu. Then let's carry on. For the next scene, I'd like to go to Natsuchi Beach. Given the lighting of location, it should be shot in the evening. Oh no, another scene. I'll get ready and start shooting the next scene in the evening. Okay. Natsuchi Beach. Over here? Okay. I don't know if I'll double read the script again. So, we'll do it with the, 100. With the visuals. Alright. Where do I need to go? Over here? Whoa, there's samurai. What's going on? This thing about shadows has nothing to do with us. Make payments and we're done. Just pay money and you can shoot shadows in this area. Tanaka, you can't say that. Whether you can shoot the shadows well after paying depends entirely on Hifumi's mood. Friends, I've applied in advance to the Yashiro Commission. The filming is in full compliance with the Inazuman regulations. If you're willing, you can participate too. We happen to need a few more actors for the next scene. To be involved in the process of creating art is much more fun than money. Money is the only thing on their minds. Saying this stuff is useless. Saying this stuff to them is useless. Just when the shooting was finally going well, why did we have to run into these guys? I'm starting to feel sorry for them. Poor Mr. Xavier for running into unreasonable people. Saying that she feels sorry for these bad guys. Huh? Oh, you asked for this. What are you talking about, you brat? Looking for a fight? I'm for Lord Kamisato. We'll cooperate. Stop hitting us already, my lady. That's what I thought. Not the first time I've seen you fight, but I still have to say that you're terrifying. Good thing we're friends. 100 Xaviers wouldn't be a match for you. Don't worry. I'm relieved then. Following scene requires you to channel the vigor of your fighting self. There aren't many lines for you in this scene, but you can still take a look at it. All the same. To the left, Act 2. Oh yeah, there's not much here. Except for Nobushi. Okay, so there's gonna be a fight. I'll just read it. No, because I want it to be in the visuals. Right. I don't have any lines. That's fine. At least I don't think I had any lines. There's nothing highlighted. See? Yeah, I actually have 0 lines. Alright, Xavier. Begin when you're ready. I'm ready. The 3 extras leave in a hurry. Good, you all said your lines naturally and didn't make any mistakes. I don't think they got through all of their lines, actually. Wait, they left already? I added more lines for them. I even used their real names for the characters after obtaining their permission. Ignore those bullies. If it hadn't been for Fenris, the scene wouldn't have been shot. Don't mention it. Fenris, you're too modest. You delivered a smooth performance in that scene. Keep up this level and the next big scene will be no problem at all. Oh yes, there is one more scene next. Yes, I thought about it yesterday when I wrote the script, and this last scene must be shot in a place with a cliff. The small island to the east of Narukami Island is very suitable. Well, this next scene on location is the key to the whole script. I want to use the glow of the sunset in the backdrop. All of us have been shooting continuously for a long time, so we should take this time to rest. Let's meet tomorrow evening at the designated location. Alright. Tomorrow evening. Oh. Let me just stand here on this beach for like a day. It also... Which island is Narukami? Is the island we're on? Yeah, we're going back to where we started. Okay. Back to this island that he likes for some reason. You know, I should probably heal Cole at some point, but I don't feel like it. Uh-oh. I jumped off without looking at my stamina, but it should be fine. Hey, it's raining. What a perfect day to film. The third act requires a little more from Mr. Sasano. This new character, Wakayama Kojiro, is Wakayama Keisuke's younger brother, and it's more appropriate to have Mr. Sasano play him. He's gonna play two characters? You told me before, and I'm mentally prepared. It's just, remember to pull your punches for that second fight scene, Fenris. Oh yes, the script. I forgot to hand the script to Fenris. Look at me, all I'm thinking about is how to shoot the next scene, and I forgot to give you the script. I'm so sorry. Alright, down to Act 3. Oh, wait, Act 3 has 3 scenes? Oh no. Okay, so he's gone. I'm sorry, I said the same thing once before. I really like you, Machiko. Okay. What? With past experiences from the first scenes, I believe you are already familiar with the way we shoot. Huh? She has to jump off a cliff at the end. That's really dangerous. Have a wind glider. I knows you're used to facing all sorts of danger, but you cannot think of yourself as an invincible person made of steel. Dear Miss Paimon, we do not need Ephemeris to jump off a cliff here. She just needs to glide down the cliff using a wind glider. Don't worry. Alright, if you say so, then go for it. Go! 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 Are you ready? Or... Master Seishimaru, I found you someone from the Wakayama clan. But Master Keisuke is already gone. Please let this all go. Kuratani, you must have come for revenge on my brother. Now listen here. Keisuke worked himself to the bone day and night to settle the clan's affairs this entire year. And it was all because of your stupid agreement. So he's gone. You're a coward for placing sole blame on your father's executioner. You won't get your revenge now, no matter how much you want it. You know why? Because our father's already gone. Kuratani, you didn't have what it took to avenge your adoptive parents. You wound up hurting Keisuke and tried to persuade you with good intentions. You don't deserve to be called a samurai. Keisuke once said that executioners must be prepared to suffer retaliation. If you can't even stomach that, then you can forget about charging into battle and taking the lives of others. Since Keisuke isn't here anymore, then I, his younger brother, Wakayama Kojiro, am willing to take his place. Sorry, It's too late for you to flee now. My brother died because of you, and I'll never forgive you. Or let you go. I didn't pull my punches. Oh no. As long as you don't kill me, I'll devote my life to seeking revenge, and I won't rest until one of us is dead. Said the same thing once before. Well, it's fortunate that no one died. Just give it a rest, both of you. Look at this fuss you're both making. Plan this, revenge that. What about these vague notions is worth all this trouble anyway? Just sell tea. As long as I can eat my fill, I'm happy. Couldn't care less what my last name is. You know? I don't have much of a way with words. Rain falls into the lake water evaporates, and rain falls from the sky again. Even if that rainwater freezes, it'll become sweet tea if you heat it over a stove. Who cares whether the tea you served came from the sky, the lake, or the pot? It sounds like sophistry. But I'm telling you both to stop this fighting now so you can go home to eat. I can just say I really like you, Koharu. Oh no. I really like you, Machiko. Huh? Why would you say that at a time like this? You're embarrassing me. Good grief. Well, I'll just assume you won't fight with Master Wakayama anymore then. Turn back. Can't move right now anyway. Since my life is like rain and my death is like tea. Both are like water. There's no point clinging on to things like this. It's good that you think so. If rains from the heavens can save the earth from calamity, then surely I can too, right? My lord! Kurotani! The Tamari ball. Gasp. Following Xavier's prayers, something or others. Oh, so close. Good thing you reacted quickly, eh? Filming's finally done. Come to think of it, that makes Paimon the first audience of your film, doesn't it? Paimon thinks you all did great. This film will be a massive hit for sure. You alright, Everest? Did you land safely? Yeah, I sure landed safely. Now I have to climb all the way back up. Hello, friends. How did the filming go? Perfect. This is the story I had in mind. Memris, Mr. Sasano, and Miss Koharu, the performances you've contributed touched my heart. Thank you. Surely you're exaggerating. Yay! True, you two. The story has a perfect ending to me. I've been hoping to film a perfect swashbuckler film, and now I finally realized this dream. This is a swashbuckler film? Now I can hold my chest up high and hand this film over to the Ashiro Commissioner. I feel very lucky to be part of this story too. Speaking of which, the story is really familiar. I keep feeling like I've heard it before. Have you heard about the legend of Seishimaru? I heard about it only a while ago from the owner of Uyu Restaurant, Mr. Okazaki. In the story I heard, Seishimaru had the surname Kawasaki. Or was it Shimazaki? Can't really remember. It's okay. Folklores usually have many versions, and the same can be said about legends of Fontaine and Sumeru too. What kind of legend does Fontaine have? Wait. Did I misread that? True, true. If Sumeru or Fontaine or even Atlan local legends were used as the source material, what sort of story would we have? Okay. I would certainly love to make some films there too. But before that, I should try to find an opportunity to return to Fontaine. I've heard that some of my colleagues have also come up with machines with functions similar to the film camera. They've even given those machines all manner of names, such as the moving picture device or the motion picture machine. They're currently arguing over who should get the patent to boot. Well, I shan't bother with this pointless quibbling. My one priority is to continue refining my film camera. Well then, I shall see you later, traveler. Should we meet again? Perhaps you'd like to help me shoot a film once more. Quest complete. Now. Yeah, I think this quest chain you can't do until after the Mikage furnace. So around like this teleport should be Xavier if you haven't done it. Next to Tatarasuna. So you have to do the like week-long quest to make the area around the Mikage furnace not painful. And then he moves over here to start filming Seventh Samurai. And then you go to the Kamisato estate to do his next film. A lot of adventure XP, is it? I wouldn't know. I'm already AR 59, like halfway to 60. It all means nothing to me, because 60's the cap, and it's not going to change anything once I get there. You started the quest and forgot about it? Well, do it. You should always be doing all of your world quests. Because they're important. There's also one at Asase Shrine about the cats. Also this whole island that I still need to explore. Yeah. Do... Ready? Another world quest. Because I know there's one, like, over here. Do that, but I'd rather not be locked out of co-op or progression. So, the Mikage Furnace stuff only uses, like, Xavier. So, you shouldn't get locked out of anything. And it helps open up your island. Because, you're gonna need the Onikabuto, right, Ayumi? Because there's Onikabuto in the Mikage Furnace. There's actually quite a few of them. So that's definitely one that you should do. So you can get those bugs. You also need to do the Sakura cleansing quest to get more bugs. Nilufar? Alrani, where did you go? Alrani? Huh, Paimon remembers the name. The young lady who's always writing her thesis. The one we met at Watatsumi Island. Oh yeah. Alright. Right, she says she left academia for some materials. She should have been back by now. But the woman there seems really nervous. Let's go ask her about it. Well, Ronnie did return to the academia. We might as well stop by and say hello. Greetings. About Alrani. Are you the adventurers sent by the Adventurers Guild? Did you find Alrani? I know I've been pressing and I'm sorry for that, but she really worries me. Whoa, take it easy. We're not from the Adventurers Guild, just passing by. And you are... You're not adventurers. I'm so sorry. I haven't got any news from them. I'm so worried. Tell the story of what you've been through with Alrani. So you're the traveler Alrani keeps talking about. I'm Nilufar, researcher at the academia. You could tell, right? Be that as I am, I now devote most of my energy to teaching students on research. Alrani is my student. She's been struggling with her thesis. You're her mentor? Miss Alrani said she had to rewrite many of her papers because they were disapproved by her mentor. This isn't the time for this. What happened to Miss Alrani? She went missing. Alrani came back all excited from Inazuma with a paper a while ago, which was about the folk culture on Watatsumi Island. She's been working hard on it. I could tell. That paper is well written and of a high standard in every respect. But she submitted the paper too late. I asked her to send me the first draft in advance, but I never heard back. By the time she came back with the full version of her paper, someone had submitted one with exactly the same topic, which had already passed the preliminary review. I tried in every way to get her to pass the review, but she still didn't make it. Why is that? Miss Alrani started forming ideas for her papers long ago. How come it took so long? Wait, Inazuma? Sakoku decree? Oh no. I've no idea how to break the news to her. I was going to think of a gentler way to let her know. Then a motor mouth out of nowhere just spilled it all to her. Then she went missing. I turned every stone in the academia and she was nowhere to be found. So I went to the Adventurers Guild and put out a commission. I found nothing but Alrani's notebook at a place, and there was no sign of her. The adventurers should still be searching for her everywhere. I don't know what to do. I'll help look for Alrani. That's right, we'll start from where they found the notebook. Really? I can't thank you enough. Mark the location of the notebook on the map for you. Oh, and your payment. We can talk about that later. Thank you very much. I'll be waiting here for news from the Adventurers Guild. Please be safe, Alrani. Oh, she did the, artifact praying gesture. Or not. Is it artifact? One, yeah. She did this gesture. Alright, Alrani, all the way over here? What are you doing in the desert? Alrani, please! Yeah. Alright, well... Off we go, I guess. I wonder if I should really be running around with this team. I guess it doesn't really matter. I really should put, like, Kazuha in my team so I can run around better. But, fine. I can go around this way. I think. We climb up here. Yeah, I know. Huh. Well, that doesn't look like Alrani. The notebook should be nearby. Look around. Someone's coming over here. Can't be here for the girl. I'll let them get away. Unless... We run up here. Pew. Alright. Please, have mercy. This is all just a big misunderstanding. I don't think so. What have you done to Miss Alrani? Spill! Or we'll kick your butt. No, please. Please listen to me. You got it all wrong. We wouldn't dare mess with her. We're no match for her. What do you mean? Long story. We happened to be short of money some time ago, so we and our big sis were expecting to fill our wallet. You mean stealing and robbing again? Well, we are treasure hoarders, that's kind of what we do. As we were making plans in the camp, we saw a young lady carrying a huge bag coming towards the camp. It seemed to us she'd lost her soul, freaked us all out. Before we got ready to make our move on her, she just plopped down beside the campfire, weeping and throwing a bunch of books into the fire. Oh, no, Alrani! That was really spooky. Aren't you the treasure hoarders? Here we are, but it's not like we kill people, we just pick and steal. You got us more puzzled before we even realized what got... Wait, you got us more puzzled before we even realized what was going on. She threw a bag of Mora and asked us to lock her up. Huh? But did you do what she asked? No one would dare touch her at first, but she wouldn't eat or drink and just kept asking us to lock her up. At last, Big Sis asked us to make a cage with branches to let her in. We were actually being nice to her. Well, Big Sis always has respect for learned folks, so she'd want to go to school one day. The lady's over there. See her yourself if you don't believe me. Big Sis must be soothing her now. You can take the lady out of here. We'd be more than willing to repay you. Oh boy, alright. What did Alrani do this time? Chloe's a little hurt. You know, it's probably for the best. You going? Oh, over there. Alrani, are you going to come out of the cage or what? No researcher, no academy anymore. I've paid you for this, can't you leave me be? You're stubborn, annoyingly stubborn. Ahem. Hello there. Oh, you're Traveler! Miss Alrani, you really are here. Nilufar told us about your paper. I wrote on the subject first. It's not fair. If I hadn't stayed in Iazuma for too long, my paper would have passed. Now, do you still want to finish your paper? I quit. Papers, academia, I'm done with all of it. Only fools write papers. Academia can do whatever they want. I paid Narzam to protect me. No one's gonna force me to work on that paper. You are... I'm Narzam. What I do... you must have known it. I'll save the crap. I know you, Traveler. You've been active around here lately. If you've got a commission to bring the girl back, you can give it a go. I won't stop you. Hey, I've paid you. For what? Can't even pay for our food for more days. But I won't go back anyway. It's just new subjects and field research there. I'll have restless days and nights. I might even get caught by some weird people or run into peculiar monsters. Then no time for me to finish my paper again, and I'd miss the paper defense again. No, I'd rather being locked up here. They really did not proofread this quest. I'd rather be locked up here. Traveler, please send a message to Miss Nilufar for me. I'll write you a note. I don't want to go back, please. Writes down the note while weeping. Here you go. Why would anyone invent papers? Okay, calm down. No one takes you away for now. Miss Alrani seems very unstable right now. Let her stay here while we take this note back to Nilufar. But no need to worry about us doing her harm. It's like what she said, she's paid me. Besides, I finally found someone with decent knowledge. She'd be helpful here. Okay. Ronnie? Oh, hello, Lime. How are you? Poor old Ronnie. Or Nilufar. I'm just doing world quests. Probably stop once I finish this one. Traveler, did you find Alrani? Yes, but... Tell Nilufar what happened and hand her the note. Narzam? How... You know her? Not personally. I heard someone mention her as some weird treasure hoarder. They say she would ask her victims a question when she plunders them. Literature, elements, all sorts of stuff. Even brain teasers. If you solve her problem, she'll give back everything she looted, plus escorting you back to the city. But she's a weirdo. What is this outlaw Riddler? No one knows. I know this because my mentor once met her in the wild. Her question was, what quickly fills an empty room? I don't know, smoke? Air? It's wind. Is Paimon right? It must be wind. Candlelight? My mentor answered, elements are everywhere. That's cheating. Anyway, Narzam escorted my mentor back to the city, and they practically had a goodbye in decorum. Wouldn't be so worried if Alrani is with her. But she can't stay there forever. I have to figure out a way to help her with her paper. Answer time achievement. Man. These poor academia students. I feel like none of them are really having that great of a time. But I guess Xavier wasn't having that great of a time either with his filming until we stepped in. Yeah. That is all the world quests we're gonna do for today. I'll try to mark off the ones that I find in the future. Those are just the two that I remember seeing. Oh, actually, there's one more at, like, first statue in Sumeru. But Do that some other time. For now, that is everything in Genshin we're gonna do for today. We did as much Hyakunin Ikki as we could, which wasn't much. It was like half of it. We did the third part, I think, of Xavier's film camera quest chain. And then we found out what happened to Alrani, which Alrani was someone we helped on Watatsumi, who has a different world quest on Watatsumi that you should definitely do. Yeah, a lot of these world quests seem to be building on each other, which is good. This means running around because they don't like automatically pop up in your quest log. You have to actually like find where they are and take them. So, but that is everything for Genshin. Next stream will be Friday. We're gonna do E7S Prague once again. Hopefully we can make it past the different harvests this time. We'll see. Yes, thank you for everyone who came out. Hope you enjoyed. And I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.